नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter number 3, verse number 9. So we read that Krishna, when it was time for him to take birth, then the whole nature changed. Everything became auspicious, nice, favorable. Earth, water, fire, air, sky, planets, moon, sun, all the stars, constellations. People were also happy, good ones, sadhus. And then we heard how the Gandharvas were singing. Can you put this in the other room? This incense. So finally Krishna, he appeared, and it is described that he appeared just like the full moon rises in the east. And after seeing this, then Vasudeva will speak prayer. So now it is being described how Vasudeva saw him. So tamadbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankha gadadyudayudham Srivatsa Lakshmam galashobhikostubham Pitambaram sandrapayoda saubhagam Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tusha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddama Kanchangada Kankanadibhi Virochamanam Vasudeva Yakshata. So Vasudeva Akshata, Vasudeva saw, and what did he saw? See, Tamadbhutam Balakam. He saw this Balak, this boy. He was not a Shishu, right? Shishu means baby. Balak is more grown up. So he was not like small baby yet. He will become later on. Usually, when a child is born, is baby, then he becomes boy, right? Krishna turned it upside down. He was born as a boy, and then he became a baby. Right? So therefore he says Balakam. So he saw this boy, but this boy was little strange. So he says it is Adbhutam. Adbhutam means wonderful. Means something which has not been seen before. Such a boy was not seen before. Especially right after birth. Nobody is like that. So that is being described here. What is Adbhut about him? What was so special about him that Vasudeva kept on looking at him? Is he my son? Or is he God? Or is he both? So what was the strange thing? So first of all, Ambujakshanam, he was beautiful. He had nice eyes. Because of all the things on the face, what is most important is the eyes. Right? If you see some person who does not have eyes, some blind person, he may be very beautiful, but still the face loses its value without the eyes. And if eyes are nice, then everything can be accommodated. So the first thing therefore is said as Ambuja Ikshanam, that he had very nice eyes like petals. Ambuj means lotus, but here it means lotus petals. And then Chaturbhujam, this was the strange thing. He had 4 hands. So you don't see a boy with 4 hands. You may see Vishnu grown up, but small boy with 4 hands. This is very strange. And then he's having these 4 items in his head: Sankha, Gadad, Yudha, Yudha. So he has conch, club, and other 2 are not mentioned, but you understand, lotus and chakra. He also saw Srivatsa Lakshmam, that he has the mark of Srivatsa on his chest in the form of this golden streak of hair. And Galashobhi Kaustubham, he had Kaustubha gem in his neck. And Pitambaram, he was dressed in yellow dhoti and chadar. And Sandra Payoda Saubhagam, the hue of his body was like the dense cloud. So that's how he appeared. Like sometimes the clouds are scattered, and when they're more compact, they look more dark. So that's how he was. Then more description of his ornaments. He was completely decked up from top to bottom. So Mahavedurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha. His Kirita, or his helmet, was made from Maharaha Vedurya, very expensive Vedurya gem. And also he had beautiful earrings. And the glow of this was falling onto his hair. Parishrakta Sahasra Kuntalam, the curly hair. They were shining in the glow of the earrings and the helmet. Uddama Kanchi, he had a beautiful belt. Angada, he had armlets, kankana, what do you call, bracelet. And Virochamanam, so in this way he was very shiny. Not described for the feet, but at least he has earrings, he is having a necklace, he has bracelets, armlets, and he has a nice helmet or diadem, mukut, and then also a nice belt around his dhoti. So that's how he appeared. So this is what Vasudeva saw. So Tamadbhutam Balakam Vasudeva Akshata iti Dutiyenanva. These 2 slokas, they go together. Adbhutatve Hetu Garbhani Visheshnani. So the word Adbhut is used for something which is extraordinary or something you have not seen before. So all the other words which are used as an adjective of that Balaka, that boy, they are describing his extraordinary appearance. Vedurya Neela Pita Rakta Chaviratnam. So Vedurya is a gem which has got all these colors: yellow, bluish and reddish. Tadyuktam Kiritam. So his helmet had all this gem studded in it. Trikona Patravali Rupam. And it was like a triangle, means it was sharp at the top and then coming broader at the bottom. And that's how he appeared. So what did he do when he saw him? Savishmaya utfulla vilochano harim sutam vilokyanak dundhuvistada krishnavatarotsav sambramo sprishan muda dujebhyo yatamapluto gavam. So first he was very surprised to see such a boy, and therefore his eyes widened out of Vishmaya or surprise. Like when you get surprised, they say jaw dropping. You drop the jaw. So sometimes the jaw drops and you open your mouth and your eyes also widen because you want to see more. So here it is described Vishmayot Fulla Vilochana, that his eyes were wide out of surprise. So he saw the son and he also understood it as Hari. Harim Sutam. So he saw that he is my son, but he is also Hari. So after seeing, what did he do? Vilokya Anaka Dundubhistada. So because he saw he is my son and he is Hari, so he was very happy. And out of happiness, he wanted to celebrate Krishna avatar, appearance of Krishna. Krishna avatara utsava sambhramo. So he was in great excitement, knowing that Krishna has come as his son. And therefore first thing he did was he donated 10,000 cows. But how can he donate 10,000 cows? In his mind. Manasi Seva is very important. So he did Manasi Seva. When you cannot do Seva externally, then at least you can do in the mind. Some articles are not available, then you offer in the mind. Or sometimes you cannot do the puja yourself, then you do in the mind. So he could not donate there, he was inside the prison. So in his mind he donated 10,000 cows, which later on he actually donated. But now he did it mentally. So Ayutam Apluto Gavam, and he was completely drowned in happiness. Naturally, you get a son like Krishna, and then what can be the limit of happiness? Happiness personified is born in your house, then you are naturally happy. So Vishmaya, Sa Vishmaya. So he is commenting on this word Sa Vishmaya, Fulla Lochana. Aho, this was his Vishmaya. This means this is what he thought within himself. Aho Maha Mukta Munindra Namapi Durlabh Darshana Parmeshwaro Mama Punar Avidya Baddha Jivasya Avidya Baddha Jivena Kansena Api Bahirapi Baddhasya Grihe Avtirya Drishyo Babhueti Eko Vishmaya. So the first Vishmaya, first surprise was that this Krishna, it is not possible to see him. Even the greatest of the yogis, jnanis, munis, they are unable to see him. And he has become visible to me. Who am I? So he says that I am avidya baddha jiva. I am a jiva bound by ignorance, avidya. Right? And I am not only avidya baddha jiva, but I have been bound in the prison by another avidya baddha jiva. I am so bound. Internally I am bound by avidya, and externally also I am bound because I am inside the prison. And the bondage is also done by somebody who is also avidya baddha. So one avidya baddha jiva, one person, Kamsa, he is binding another one inside a prison, and to such a person Krishna is becoming manifest, who is himself Parmeshwara. On the other hand, he cannot be seen by great munis who are liberated. They may become Jivan Mukta. Right? We Arohya Krishnena Param Padam Tata Patanti Adhara. Even they cannot see. They are not bound by avidya. And yet they cannot see. And I am saying this is the first Vishmaya, first surprise. How is such a thing possible? Right? Many times people, they say, how is that Hey, I have come to Bhakti Marg, path of devotion. So get surprised, right? Many times you hear this. सर्वव्यापकं परम ब्रह्मापि मानुष गर्भाद अजनिष्ठ इति द्वितीय. The second surprise is that he is Param Brahma, he is supreme reality, and he is Sarva Vyapaka. He is all pervading. So how is that he appeared from the womb of Devaki? Something which is Sarva Vyapaka, all pervading. How can he come in such a small place? So this is the second surprise, Vismaya. विविध अस्त्र वस्त्र कटक कुंडल किरीट आदि अलंकार विशिष्ट एवं बाल को गर्भा निष्क्रांत इति तृतीय. And then although he is all pervading, he has come from the womb, that is also fine, but he has come with all the weapons and dress. So how did this happen? A child coming out from the womb is itself such a big surprise. Then coming out with all the helmet and chakra and everything. How is this? He says this is the third surprise. साक्षात् महाभयस्यापि भीषण आदि पुरुषो भगवानपि कंस भयाभीतं मां स्वपितृत्वेन अंगिचक्रे इति चतुर्थ. And that person from whom the fear personified fears, that original Purusha Bhagwan, he is fearing Kamsa and he is accepting me as his father. Father means protector. Pitri. Pitri means Palnath, one who protects, one who nourishes. So this is the fourth surprise. हरिम सुतम विलोक्य इति तस्मिन् स्वैष्ट देवत्व पुत्रत्वयोर भावना योग पद्ये नैव तस्याम अभूत इति भाव. So when it is said that हरिम सुतम विलोक्य, it means that he saw him simultaneously as Hari and also as son. This is also a surprise, although he did not say it. But this is also a surprise. Somebody can be son and God at the same time. God is everybody's father. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate mata dhata pitama pita si loka characharasya. You are the father. So how did this happen? कृष्णावतार इति अहो सामान्य बालकस्यापि जन्मनि पिता दान ध्यानादि उत्सवं करोति मम तु कृष्ण एव पुत्रत्वेन अवतीर्णः सम्प्रति अहं कम उत्सवं करोमि इति प्राप्त संभ्रम. So why it is said that Krishna avatar utsav sambrama, that he was very excited by the festivity of Krishna's appearance, because he thought that even when an ordinary child is born to somebody, then they feel so happy and they do festival. For me, Krishna himself has appeared as my son. What can I do? This was his sambrama. Sambrama also means little bit of confused state of mind out of excitement. When you become very excited, you are confused what to do, this or that. Right? If some big person is coming to visit, then you want to receive him, so you are thinking, what shall we do? Shall we make him sit here or there? Shall we receive him there or here? Give him the garland at the gate, or when he comes and sits down, right? So this is the sambram. So he is also having this sambra, Krishna avatar utsava sambra. Because such a great person like Krishna has become son now, what shall I do? In what way can I do the utsava for him? So this is the sambra. Muda apluta, he was submerged in happiness. Ananda samudrena nimajjita san, as if he was drowning in an ocean of happiness. Asprishat manasa dadau. So in his mind he donated 10,000 cows. So here a very unusual word is used for charity, and that is asprishat. So generally the word sprish means to touch, right? But here it is used in the sense of donation. So Vishrananam, Vitaranam, Sparshanam, Pratipadanam iti abhidhanat Sprishi Danarth kopi gaya. So from the dictionary it appears that the dhatu sprish is also used in the sense of charity. So what is the reason for this? That touch is used. Something which means to touch can also means to do charity. So the meaning is that when somebody has to give a lot of charity, like kings used to give thousands and thousands of cows in charity. So how do you think they will give each one themselves? No, they don't do like that. What they do is that they touch it. So if they have to give 10,000 cows in charity, and if king himself has to do, imagine how long it will take. So what he does is that he just touches, and once he has touched, then other people are giving. So it is considered as if he is giving it. So sometimes in India, I have seen it, that some child is there, and then the astrologer says, oh, he is this kind of graha is creating trouble. The boy should donate a cow. Now this boy cannot donate a cow, he is lying in the cradle. So then he just made to touch that, and then donation. Or some other thing, some golden ornament is to be donated. Or so they just make the baby touch it. And then so from that the touching has also taken the sense of donating. Otherwise it just literally it means to touch. So that's how sometimes the words or the roots, they can take different meaning than what their original meaning is. Sath enam astauda vadharya purusham param natanga kritadhi kritanjalihi Swarochisa bharata sutika griham virochayantam gatabhi prabhavavit. So afterwards then, once he has celebrated his birth, because there is nothing else he could do more than that. There was no possibility of some music or dance or anything. Generally festival means some music, some food distribution, some charity, yajna. That's what it means. So he could not do that because he is in prison. Although singing, dancing, everything is already done in the sky. So now he prayed, he recited prayers. Athenam astod avdharya purusham param natang. Knowing him to be Param Purusha, that he is Supreme Purusha, so he bowed down to him, Param Nata Angaha. So he paid obeisances. So this is very something strange, that father is bowing down to the son. That's why his devotion is mixture of Aishwarya and Madhurya. So this is the difference between his devotion and Nanda Maharaj's devotion. In front of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna cannot make four hands. That's why Nanda Maharaj was very surprised when Varuna Dev's servant kidnapped Krishna and took him to Varuna Loka. And next day he was not seen. Then Krishna went in search of him and he went to Varuna Loka. When he arrived there, then Varuna himself came and bowed down to him and prayed and gave him a gift and made him sit down. So Nanda Maharaj was very surprised. He says, I am the father and he is putting me like a prisoner, and my little son comes, he is worshipping me. He says, this is unusual. He should give respect to me. So if Vasudeva was there, he would not think like that. Right? Vasudeva will understand why Varuna is doing this, but Nanda Maharaj did not understand this. That's why when he came back and everybody came running to Nanda Maharaj, what happened, like in India, the news, everybody will come and ask, so what happened actually? And then he will be sitting and telling the same story 50 times. So he was saying, well, the most extraordinary thing was that this boy, I cannot understand, I am the father. And this fellow did not do any worship for me. I am the king of the Gopas, he is my son, and he worshipped him. So then all the Brajbasis thought that he must have some power. So they all went to Krishna, that please tell us what is our future. Still they did not think that he is God or anything. They thought that he has some power. So they went to him, and can you tell what will happen to us when we die? So he could not escape them. So he took them and asked them that you all go and take dip in this lake, Akrur Hrada. And then when dipped, then they saw, that's where we'll be, we are all together again. And they saw that we'll have same house, same cows. They're so happy. Because where are they going to go? After death, they remain in the same place. So Krishna just played a trick on them. So they were so happy that not only we are together in this life, next life also will be together. Right? Sometimes when these days it is unusual to think like this. People don't want to be together even in this life. But in the past it was like in India, that women, they do this Karwa Chauth fasting so that they get the same husband in the next life. So Western women cannot understand this, that why they are fasting to get the same husband. So one Western woman came to India and she saw this Indian woman fasting, and she asked, what is this? This is a special fast so that I get the same husband in the next life. She said, that is very strange. Why do you want the same husband? So he should have variety. So he says, no, I already trained him. So then the Western women, they understood that these Indian women are too clever. He says, we have trained him, why train another one in the next life? And that's why they do this fasting. So you see here that Vasudeva, he has the Aishwarya mood, means he understands Krishna to be Supreme Person, Vishnu, unlike Vrajvasis. So we know that gopis were searching for Krishna, and then they saw Vishnu with 4 hands, then they asked him, have you seen Krishna? They did not think, wow, we saw God now. Forget about Krishna. So they are even asking to him, have you seen Krishna? So he Kritadhi Kritanjali. So he was joining his palms and standing in front of him. Swarochisa Bharata Sutikagraham Rochintam. And Krishna, he was like lighting up the whole prison house by his effulgence. So much effulgence was coming out from his body that he was lighting up the whole place. And now Vasudeva did not have any fear, Gatabhi Prabhavavit, because he understood the prowess of Krishna. Now if you have Krishna standing in front of him with 4 arms, where is the fear? Even if Kamsa came, he will get scared. What is this strange person here? So Kritadhi tasmineva yogapatyena krita aishwarya vatsalya buddhi. So Kritadhir means that simultaneously he had 2 moods towards him. He had the mood of Aishwarya, means that he is Ishvara. So considering him as worshipable. Ishvara means who is worthy of worship. And at the same time Vatsalya Buddhi also, that he is also the son. So this is the mixture of his Vatsalya. So pure Vatsalya manifests in Vraja, and Vatsalya in Mathura is mixed. And then it is also same if you see Ayodhya, there also it is mixed Vatsalya with Aishwarya. Gatabhi Prabhavavit. So being free from fear, iti hanta asminapi ange कंसः सहसा आगत्य अस्त्रं प्रयोक्ष्यति इति पुत्रबुद्ध्या यद् भयम् उद्बभूव तद् ऐश्वर्यबुद्ध्या प्रभावज्ञानेन गतम् इत्यर्थः. So Gatabhi means whose fear was dispelled. So that means he had fear in the beginning that Kamsa will come and he will attack him, right? But then once he understood his prabhav, his prowess, his strength, his power, his position, then his fear was removed. So in the beginning he thought that just like all other first 6 sons have been killed by Kamsa, then he will come and do this. And at that time he was terrified to think like that. That's such a nice boy, dressed nicely, and Kamsa will come and attack him now. But then when he remembered that he is not just my son but he is Hari, then this Aishwarya Buddhi came, and by the Aishwarya Buddhi the fear went away. So when Madhurya Buddhi is there, then fear is there, right? So Yashoda was always fearing something can go wrong with Krishna. Every day he went to forest, he will tell Balram, she will tell to Balram, please take care of Krishna. He is very naughty, make sure he doesn't go into the river, he does not jump from the tree, protect him. So she had this anxiety. So this is a natural characteristic of love. And love is obviously not possible when Aishwarya is there. When Aishwarya is there, then you have Sambram, as we saw. So here we see there is a mixture of these two. So when Madhurya was there, then he had that kind of fear. Then Aishwarya came, then no more fear. So when Krishna was dancing on the hood of Kaliya snake and he came up, then all Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Brajavasi, they all fainted. It is Balram only who was telling that no, nothing will happen. He did not say he is God, but he tried to tell them he is the only one who did not faint. So this is because of too much love. And then you cannot think that he is so powerful. So that shows the greatness of the Vrajvasis in comparison to people of Mathura. So now in the next slokas from 13 to 22, so 10 slokas, there is prayer of Vasudeva to Krishna. विदितोऽसि भवान् साक्षात् पुरुषः प्रकृतेः परः केवलानुभवानंद स्वरूप सर्वबुद्धिदृक्. So viditoasi bhavan sakshat purusha. He says, I have understood that you are sakshat purusha. So purusha here does not mean purusha. Jivas are also called purusha, prakriti purusha. Means the adi purusha or mahapurusha. One who is prakriti para. Otherwise jiva, individual living entity, is also called purusha. Prakriti purusha ucha vidhi ubhau api. So prakriti purusha there is used for jiva. But here purusha therefore is said to be sakshat purusha, Swayam himself, Bhagavan, who is beyond prakriti, and kevala anubhavananda swarupa. So this is to show that his swarupa, his form, because his form is not different from his swarupa, is kevala anubhavananda. It is pure ananda. And sarva buddhi drik. So he is the immanent being, that is the meaning. Means he knows everybody's buddhi. So he is Paramatma. So he is Paramatma, he is Purusha, he is Ananda personified. So that from here we can understand that he is not material being, or his body is not made of the material gunas, as earlier the Devas also said, right? Sattvam Vishuddham Shrayate Bhavan Sthito. So they also said it is Vishuddha Sattva, and here also again it is said Keval Anubhavananda Swarup. हे भगवन् त्वं माम एवं निजस्वरूपम यद् दर्शयसि तस्य अयम अभिप्राय. So what is the sense of this statement? What is he trying to pray here? So the intention is as follows. Say that, O Bhagavan, you are showing me your own form right in front of me in this way. Your intention in showing me this form is as follows. What is that? Mat pita madartham kanshad vibheti tan mam ishwaram pratiptya nirbhavo bhavto iti. That my father is fearing Kamsa. So let him know that I am Ishvara, and therefore there is no need to fear Kamsa. So that's the meaning behind it. Tat satyam tvai ishvaratvena mam pratitir jata eva. So now Vasudeva says that because you intend to convey this meaning, and that's why you have appeared like this, and I have understood it in this way, therefore I am praying like this. Viditoasi. Vidita means I have understood. So he is trying to comment here in this way because of the word vidita. So vidita means I have understood, and I have understood because you have made me understand like that. How did I understand that you are Purusha, Prakriti Para? Because you have appeared in this form. If you would have appeared just like a small baby, I would not understand. So Vasudeva is thinking that Krishna has appeared in this way so that Vasudeva can understand that he is God. But Krishna does not want Nanda Maharaj to know that he is God. but he wants him to know. So therefore he appeared like that. Kidrisattvena iti chet atahaya prakrite para. What kind of Ishvara he is, that who is prakrite para, purushastha dikshana karta, sa bhavani. That you are the one who glances at the prakriti at the beginning of creation. Sakshat, he glanced, and then by that the creation begins. Ya kevala anubhavananda swarupa parabrahmakya atma sa bhavan. And your swarupa is pure ananda, who is known as Parabrahma, the supreme reality, or also called Atma, that is you. Ya sarva buddhi drik sarvantaryam. So sarva buddhi drik means that you are the immanent being in everyone. You are inside every living being. So he is inside and he is also standing outside. That is the strange thing. He is standing in front of him and then he is saying you are inside. So how is that? If you are outside, you cannot see my buddhi. I have a hard time seeing my own buddhi. How can you see from outside? So he is seeing it, then he has to be inside. Yet he is outside. So he says that one who is seeing from inside, one who is Paramatma, that is also you only. Sakshadeva swam bhagavatvena iti sarvam aham janami. So the word Sakshat here refers that you are Swam Bhagavan. In other words, he is saying that you are Swam Bhagavan and you are also Paramatma. You himself become Paramatma, only you are Swam Bhagavan. So he says, all this I have understood. So that means Vasudeva understood Krishna Tattva nicely, and therefore he is praying.
So when Krishna took back the form with two hands, before he was four-handed and then he became two-handed. So then Vasudeva, he thought that what he thought actually, because when he was carrying him throughout to the river, Krishna had two hands at that point, no? So he was considering him, how he was considering him, like normal baby or his son? Or
Yeah, he has both feelings. He knows that he is God, he has become a baby.
So he was thinking to protect his baby. So.
Yeah, because he only will tell him to take me there. And then he will become baby. Yes.
I also have Vasudeva considers himself as an avidya vada jiva, as he himself is. So can we understand this to be his humility, because he must be also, as a Parshada, he must also have Satchidananda.
He's only, otherwise he will think, how can I be in the prison? I am Satchidananda Vigraha, who can bind me?
So this is Yoga Maya who's doing that?
Yes. So out of bhakti it happens. Otherwise how can he think that Kamsa can kill? Why would he be afraid?
This phrase Kevala Anubhavananda Swarup, the word Anubhav is there. So does this imply that his nature is that of constantly experiencing Ananda? Is that the sense?
Yeah, it means Kevala means pure, and Anubhav means awareness. Then you have Anubhav can also here means like consciousness. So pure consciousness and Ananda. Because what is Anubhav is awareness, right? So in that sense. Anything else?
It is said that Krishna is an avatar there, you read before. And when he manifested himself as a Vishnu, he said that Krishna is an avatar.
Avatar also means this becoming manifest. Avatar does not mean that now he is avatar of somebody.
Okay.
Avatar simply means like you get down from the car. That is also avatar.
He's coming down.
Uttara.
Means come down. That's what avatar means. That's in Hindi you say utarna. Comes from the av becomes u. So
And then about the form of Vishnu, that this form of Vishnu normally is just like huge, and he has all his he is very powerful and so. And now we have this Vishnu which is like a small boy. So means that also Vishnu has different ways to manifest his form.
well, when he is in the heart, how big he is.
Very small.
So then what is the problem?
Ah,
You know that. I mean, you know that he is Antaryami. He is Paramatma, right?
yeah.
So what is the size of Paramatma? Size of thumb, they say. So at least he is much bigger than that.
Yeah, one thing is to be big and small, and one thing is to be boy and then grown up somehow.
I don't know what you are trying to say. You can
Because
understand.
he's appear like a small boy. You understand?
I think she's saying that normally in Vaikuntha we hear about Vishnu always sees a 25-year-old mature person, but here he's described as having 4 arms and the accoutrements of Vishnu, but described as a balak, a boy. So does that balak form of Vishnu have some loka, or is that manifest somewhere else?
And Loka is here only in Mathura. What is Mathura is not a Loka. He is doing his Leela. So that in Vaikuntha he never becomes anybody's son. He does not take birth. Birth is only here. So if he has to do birth Leela, Janam Leela, then how he will do? He has to become small. So therefore he is small. What is the problem? I don't know. Yeah, when what is there, he is making the whole Brahmanda, he cannot become small himself. I mean, I am saying he can become thumb size, or he can go inside an atom. Sukshmana namaham jiva, among the Sukshma I am jiva. Right? So what is the difficulty if he becomes a small boy? He became Vaman Deva or not? So that is also a small boy. Then he became Trivikram. Then you don't have a problem. Right? You should have problem then, not when he's small. Okay, anything else? Yes.
You mentioned that taking birth, this kind of lila, is only happening here. So this means that Radha-ashtami, like tomorrow, or Janmashtami,
Only here.
in
They celebrate it there, all the birth happens here.
the
Because birthday you celebrate not only the day you are born, right? Next year also birthday comes. So that they celebrate. But birth happens here.
It's just very funny to imagine that someone is celebrating a birthday but without being born.
And just like you are born in Germany and you can have your birthday celebration here in India. What's the difficulty? Is there any problem?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so they also
Someday I
remember
was
like
born,
that.
okay.
They also remember like that.
Okay, they remember that sometimes we make this Leela in
They don't
some
remember like that, but they remember that, yeah, Krishna was born like this. And he was born in prison and now he is grown up. That's how they remember. Because there is ultimately no difference between here and there. Could not hear you.
Since there are many planets, and in each planet, Krishna probably be appearing on Janmashtami. Is it the same day? Is it different days? It's all celebrated. How is it that?
It is same day, he appears in Rohini Nakshatra.
It's always Janmashtami somewhere.
Always in Rohini Nakshatra, regardless of what planets he takes birth.
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody is writing something. No? Okay, yeah. Okay, any other question? Other we will stop here.
Yeah, Babaji, one question.
What?
And
There is no sound is not
like
clear.
I'm
Sound is not clear.
Babaji, my question was
What is happening?
You missed me. You were left in the dark.
is the sound clear now?
Now it is clear.
I'll shift my location. So my question, I'm trying to understand like these Nitya Parshads of Krishna, when they are how we see them, they are acting just like people. Normally, people in the material world act. But then we also say that they are being influenced by the Antaranga Shakti and they are Nitya Parshads and so the experience of theirs must be very different than like what, supposing if I get some, if some extraordinary boy is born to some parents, then they will also be having some wonder and something like that.
Yes.
And he is also having wonder, and then he is praying also, and then there is a lot of mixture of emotions. So how do we say that like this is the internal experience is same like any other ordinary father, or is it different?
No, it's not same but similar, you can say. Same because this is not material, it's spiritual, but it has similarity. Here it is, everything is related to oneself, one's material body. There everything is related to Krishna and Krishna's pleasure. That is the meaning of Antaranga Shakti. That Shakti which flows towards Krishna means your awareness is focused on Krishna. Here you are happy because it's something good you feel about yourself only. So that is the difference. But emotions are similar.
So like when Yashoda Mai is feeling anxiety or Nand Baba is feeling anxiety, that is, means they are going through emotions, but they are centered on Krishna.
Yes.
That is the main difference.
Yes, that is the main difference. Okay.